So you're thinking about becoming an IT security specialist, but you're not quite sure what's involved. As an IT security specialist, you'll be required to assess, implement, and improve corporate security policies. In doing this, you'll be focused primarily on two things: resource protection and resource accessibility. With respect to resource protection, you'll work on preventing unauthorized or even accidental access to private data, computer systems, or classified software. That includes both the physical security of the equipment and the electronic security of data residing on that equipment. With respect to resource accessibility, your job will be to ensure that those who do have authorization are not blocked from accessing the data that they need. But this responsibility extends beyond the simple user rights management that you might be familiar with. You'll need to protect computer systems from spyware, viruses, trojans, worms, and hackers, and be on the lookout for denial of service attacks on the network which would either slow down or completely block access to critical network resources. To protect against these things, you'll work with network specialists to ensure that your organization's client and server infrastructure is organized in a way that maximizes security. For example, you'll need to ensure that a firewall exists between the computers on your corporate network and the internet. You'll also work with server administrators to configure group policies to fine-tune security settings that get automatically deployed to all computers in your company. With Windows Server 2008 R2 and Windows 7, it's possible to define a policy that requires all users to enable BitLocker to Go encryption on all removable devices, such as a USB flash drive. You'll help administrators configure Windows firewall settings to lock down server or workstation communication ports and to open only those ports needed by authorized applications. You'll need to keep computer systems up to date with the latest Microsoft security patches and take advantage of Windows Server Update services to reduce network utilization by sharing updates across your network. Whenever possible, you should avoid logging into a system, especially a domain controller, with administrative rights. Rather, you should run individual tasks with elevated rights only when required. If not, at least be sure to keep the Windows 7 and Windows Server 2008 R2 user account control feature enabled. This will automatically force you to run applications with standard user privileges unless you manually override it. And for remote users and branch offices, you'll need to configure a secure intranet access solution with Microsoft's VPN services, or better yet, with Microsoft's new Direct Access technology. With Direct Access, you'll be able to provide your end users with a highly secure and seamless remote connectivity solution that enables them to be on the corporate network from anywhere they can find an internet connection. Finally, you'll need to follow best practice guides for security, including service isolation. For example, you should never install a web server or a SQL server on a domain controller, since the domain controllers are essentially security command central. And with any luck, you'll be working closely with enterprise server solutions like Microsoft's Windows Server 2008 R2, one of the most secure server operating systems in the world. So if you choose the IT security specialist career path, be sure to check it out and take advantage of its myriad security features, and you'll be quickly up and running with a network your corporation can rely on.